All right, we're back. It took
Nothing
forever.
stops the Black Files, motherfucker!
You can't stop us, even if all we have to do is freaking restart our pewter. So, haha, take that, assholes.
Goodness.
Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. We experienced some unpleasant, yet ever reliable technical difficulties. But once again, under the wise hand of Mr. Rouse and several violent whacks of the machinery, everything works again the way it's supposed to.
I'm gonna need a new hammer.
Yes, he will.
Okay. Now, Angel, you did mention just now that you're gonna that since you're you ran yourself ragged over here. You're gonna go ahead and call it in a minute. Do us a favor. Let us get your final words in on this situation, and the rest of us will continue from here. But go ahead and give us your take here, buddy, and let us know what we can expect this Saturday afternoon on this week's edition of Los Amigos Play.
Thank you. Now, I, for once, am happy that the students are actually protesting for a cause they believe in, without resorting to unnecessary violence and excessive amounts of property damage, which would certainly undermine their own cause and make them seem as the thugs that they are not trying to be. I appreciate that they're actually protesting for a good cause, and I really do hope that they maintain the momentum and get to do the work the way they're supposed to. It is not easy, but the fact that they are making a difference, no matter how small it may be, does help, because wars run on money. And if you attack a thing that makes the money, well, you ain't gonna stop the war, but you're sure gonna help gonna inconvenience the machinery. So for once, my heart goes out to the ones that are actually trying to fight for a cause they believe so, especially considering the fact that we are ultimately, and as much as it pains me to admit it, the majority of us are completely powerless when it comes to this kind of issue. We cannot affect what happens on the other side of the world. We cannot stop all the bullets that are flying, all the lives that are being taken, but we can at least try to stop the thing that is making the bullets fly and the bad things happen. It is not a guarantee, but holy shit, it's better than nothing. I'll take it.
Appreciate it, man. And I was gonna save the rest of the good news for that for the end of the show, but since you got a roll, I'll tell you right now. One of the Ivy League schools, Brown University, they're actually going ahead and they're gonna agree to the students' demands. They're gonna hold a vote for it very soon. And there's also going to be other solidarity that's showing from the nation of Colombia, as well as Samsung, and as well as the United Auto Workers.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting to join, but fuck it, I'll take it. Good news is good news. Thank you. I appreciate hearing that this is not going to just be in vain, and there's more than one voice out there going that, hey man, guys, maybe all this genociding might not be a good thing. Maybe we should do something about that.
No, we get that, Angel. But now please tell us, what can we expect this Saturday for Los Amigos Play?
Well, my friend, next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we continue our journey through Big Shell as the journey of Raiden, no longer Snack, continues to work his way into figuring out what the hell is happening in Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty. And I sincerely hope that you will all join us for that monumental event as we kick some ass, take some names, and never get caught. Ever.
Yeah, that's not foreshadowing at all, is it? You know you got Toy Slasher and Jose running the control. They're gonna get caught.
I trust them implicitly with my life.
I went bowling once.
That's gonna be.
I made terrible choices.
But you made a strike, and at the end of the day, is that not all that truly matters in life? All right, everybody, it's been good sticking around. Sorry I couldn't be here longer, but work's a work, and my life is killing me. To the twins, thank you for joining us today. To Shiva, thank you for keeping the twins in check. Joe, stay gold, and Juan, please stay sane.
Sheila, keep us in check?
Yes. I did not stutter. All right, you lot. Take good care. It's been good. It's been great. And I'll see you later. Love you all.
Yeah, no problem, Angel. Do us a favor and while you go ahead and start wrapping up, keep watching us over here. That way I can show you the good news and you can be up on it, or just watch it all in the replay. Okay, man?
I will give you the views because you deserve them.
Thanks, buddy. We'll see you Saturday.
All right,
Much
dudes.
love.
Take good care now. Love you all.
All right, Jose, can you get your phone out of whatever pocket or blanket or
my
whatever
bad.
the hell you
All
have
right,
it on?
so let's go ahead and continue.
Okay. And hopefully we don't crash for a third time, because I'm about losing my
Knock on wood right now. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Jesus Christ,
Okay, good.
basket.
So,
Okay, so as I was, I gave Angel the good news, and I was getting ahead of myself with that good news, but I'll like the biggest freaking voice about this like against this entire argument, against this entire protest, obviously is the Israeli government. Which is headed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a dude who is infamous in his fuck the Palestinians stance that he's had over the years. And let's not lie, that's pretty much what it's been. And he's basically been painting any kind of fucking. Hang on a minute. Why is it showing? There we go. Okay, now we got KPs of power. All right. Now it's he's basically posted any kind of argument or any kind of protest or like even slight bit of pushback as, oh, you're being anti-Semitic. You hate the Jews. How dare you? Like, no, asshole. We don't hate the Jews. We just hate your sorry ass. As a matter of fact, like in the one article that we've got here, it's even asking, are the protests anti-Semitic? Duh, obviously not. And I gotta fix this shit. All right.
How can we be anti-Semitic when we just want innocent people to stop being killed?
Like this is how this fucking guy spins it. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said last week that, quote, anti-Semitic mobs are taking over universities. What is happening in America's college campuses is horrific. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned and condemned unequivocally, he said. Fucking orange diaper stain. He said on Wednesday it was a beautiful thing to watch. Not the protest, mind you. That it was a beautiful thing to watch New York police officers raiding a Columbia University building occupied by pro-Palestinian students and called on officials to crack down on campus protests across the U.S. So he just likes watching people be murdered or watching people be attacked because he's a fucking like walking diaper stain.
Yep.
Yeah, he said other shit, but I don't want to give his shit oxygen.
But see, if I can say really quick,
yeah,
just because we are for Palestinians does not mean that we are against Jewish people. We are against the government who is making the decisions to kill innocents. Yeah. It's just like saying how people hate all Americans because they don't like Trumpers. You can't say that you hate everyone.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly
or
it.
like saying we hate all Germans because Nazis were Germans.
Yeah, like even
you can't say that.
No, that's a very ill-advised like blanket thing to say.
Broad strokes.
Exactly, and that's what is happening here because we're pro-Palestinian. We apparently are saying people are saying that we hate all Jewish people, which is incorrect
and a lie.
Which is really
So, but with them spinning it as, oh, look, yeah, they're totally bad people. We need to stop it. They're missing the bigger picture that we want innocents to stop being murdered indiscriminately.
Right, exactly. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find like parts in here where there aren't just fucking idiots just continuing to fucking breathe air into this shit, which I'm not gonna do. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so White House spokesman John Kirby said the White House was watching the escalating protests on U.S. campuses carefully. Spokesman John Kirby said, quote, the president believes that forcibly taking over a building on campus is absolutely the wrong approach. That is not an example of peaceful protests. Kirby underscores the government's support for free speech rights and the right to protest, but said it was critical to ensure those protests remained peaceful and did not pose a threat to other students. So, yeah, no, none of these students were actually trying to attack anyone else. They were just rallying on their own. As a matter of fact, there's even video evidence that I managed to cultivate throughout all this shit, where there's actual like NYPD fucking cops attacking the protesters and saying, "Oh no, it's self-defense. No, they're trying to rile us up and everything." Like, no, horse shit. And I'm actually
trying to exactly why they took over a building?
I'm actually trying to pull that up now. Give me a moment over here.
Because if the building was supposed to be used for classes and everything, I can see that not really being peaceful just because that is very disruptive to life on campus.
True, but then again, the purpose of a protest is to be disruptive.
Yeah. But I mean, it's disruptive to people actually learning, which, people are there and paying to learn. But if it was an unused building, or they occupied it when people weren't, in there to learn, then I can understand.
Right, and that's the thin gossamer thin line that we gotta walk when it comes to peaceful protest. But then again, like, that also begs the question: what's the right way to protest if the purpose of protesting is to disrupt enough to bring the point home of like
exactly, and it's just like Angel said in his closing statement. Like they are like the students are just protesting. They're not doing anything that would incite violence.
You're not doing anything illegal either.
Right. Now, this is what I'm trying to find over here. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to find the actual video from it. Give me a second, please, guys.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
This is insane. So many different videos. Okay. Okay. Now, there's actually... Okay. This was from yesterday. This was from 20 hours ago. I'm going to show some video of... Where's the sound bit for it? Damn, I hate the fact that it's all white over here. And oh, there it is.
Another stupid guy.
Okay. Now this is from what's her face? From an Instagram page from a lady named Saida Mirza. She's a news a TikToker and a news Instagrammer. She puts out news videos and news articles of these kind of current events things. So I'll show y'all with so take it as it is. These are apparently the counter-protesters that showed up at UCLA.
How many did you see? Where are you from? Where's your ancestors from? Why are you even here? You're just another dummy, right? Another stupid guy. No fucking brain, right? Just an idiot. Hello, guys. This is one of the terrorists. Look at this kitty.
These guys are actually...
I don't even know why you're here. Why are you here?
Video
Get out of here! Get out of here! This is a terrorist! This is a terrorist! Fuck you! Why are you here? She's a shit. Why are you here? Answer my question. Why are you here? Why are you here?
I'm a reporter.
I don't care if you're recording. I'm also recording.
Why don't you go to Gaza? Why don't you go to Gaza?
Why are you here? Why are you
They
here?
would love you there.
Clowns! I'll cover your face! Clowns! Clowns! Where are you from?
That's just one example of like the kind of craziness that these guys are facing from people who are literally just there to antagonize the protesters. I'm gonna continue pulling some of these up, guys, because it's important that that we see where everything is going from here. Because, like I said, this is getting insane as it goes on. And we've even got video of this happening locally over here at USF. Let me show y'all over here as well.
It's unnecessary! We'll be utilizing chemical munitions. If you choose to stay.
USF protesters are being gassed.
Oh yeah, with tear gas.
Yeah.
Back up!
Some sheriffs on bikes.
Back up!
Who are detaining arrest kids, arrest students.
Where are you after? Where are you going to?
If sheriffs and like 5 or 6 guys trying to bring down one dude. That's just one example over here. Another one happening at this was okay. Yeah.
It's better, yeah.
This is
Hey,
happening.
you should do a real man.
Someone was
Do a
actually
real
posting.
man. Scouts lead a shit ton. So
We've actually had the counter protesters are actually physically attacking with tennis rackets and fireworks here. They're actually launching fireworks into the protesters.
And are these people even being, arrested, or is it just the protesters being arrested?
That's the fun thing. It's only the protesters being arrested.
See, I'm sorry, but that pisses me off because, I'm sorry, but launching fireworks, I don't care who you are, that's dangerous. I would still say the same thing was with protesters doing that to police. You never fire fireworks at anyone.
At anyone, yeah.
Ever.
But the fact that they are only arresting protesters and not people who are actively antagonizing protesters and trying to do harm to protesters like that. What the fuck is going on? No. Why?
It's because the counter protesters are doing their dirty work. And the counter protesters disperse as fast as possible. They go in.
Okay, well, was that a video? Did it show the faces of the people who were launching fireworks?
No, it didn't show the faces of them, but these guys were attacking at the UCLA campus, and I'm gonna show one more time without the audio so we can hear. There you have these guys with 2x4s and tennis rackets beating up other protesters, beating up the protesters. Here you see one dude or a couple of dudes firing fireworks into the crowd and launching it into the crowd, and you see these guys attacking them. Some of these guys are trying to protect themselves with big wooden boards to protect themselves and umbrellas to protect themselves with, and these guys are trying to tear down the barricades that the protesters are building for themselves, and it looks like a bad mosh pit style attack. And here you see okay, and like I said, this is how the riot, they're calling it a riot, where you had pro-Israeli mobs attacking pro-Palestinian students for hours on end. You see
that's not a riot. I'm sorry, but whoever's instigating the violence, they're the ones that people need to go after, because those are the people who are not. If you are counter protesting and you're the one making the violence, you can't blame the other party. I'm sorry.
No, they're doing it screw the Hachis or whatever.
Also, can't people, if they know who is attacking them, can't they sue them for assault?
Everyone here is masked up to one degree or another, and those who aren't are usually the ones that we're finding who aren't masked in some of this footage are the people who were the protesters.
Okay, well, here's the thing. It is legal to carry pepper spray.
Well, these guys were it's tough to fight back with pepper spray when these guys have 2x4s.
Well, no, but it at least is able to distract them long enough that you can actually tug their the mask off, and you can get clear footage of their face.
Well, it sounds easy when we're doing armchair quarterbacking, Zayanna and Dragonfang and Jose, but the trouble is, it's rarely that simple when chaos actually breaks out like that. It's tough to actually implement that kind of strategy when you're being ganged up on like this.
Yeah, no, especially when shit's happening right in front of you, you don't have time. Yeah.
And it's not like the kids it's not like the students actually come in with the weapons to begin with, but when they see that others are coming in with clubs and with baseball bats and tennis rackets and 2x4s and metal rods and stuff, it's tough to, fight back when what you really have to
I have another question.
Umbrellas, yeah.
Because these are in campuses, is campus security never...
Oh, campus security is there along with the police trying to crack
down on the protesters. And they're watching this happen?
Oh, absolutely. They're watching because the counter protesters are doing the police's dirty work.
They should be there to protect the students.
What was that, Dragon Fang? I can't hear you.
You have to lean in. Campus security should be there to protect the students, not just stand off to the side and just watch.
They should, but that's unfortunately what they're doing over there.
That's ridiculous. That makes me incredibly mad. I mean, again, it shows exactly how corrupt people can be by watching other people do their dirty work and attack the peaceful protesters, and then you end up calling police and they arrest the ones who are being attacked. How does that make sense?
It literally doesn't, but at the same time, these guys aren't trying to make sense. They're trying to crack down on these filthy, how dare you, anti-Semitic Jew haters, and you just want Islam to destroy America, and you're saying death to America, and you're saying death to Israel with this. No, they're fucking not. That's the fucking stupid rhetoric that a lot of the news sites have been trying to shit out. Like, especially in, like, right-wing news points, and even like center like center of the aisle fucking news people. Like, I actually saw a clip from like NBC News' Morning Joe, like, you know, like MSNBC, and they fucking were saying like, oh, these anti-Israeli children and these outside agitators, where are all the grown-ups at? Like, these kids are grown-ups. They're adults. They're college students. You're not having 9 or 10-year-old children over here, and where they're trying to throw a hissy fit until they get their Capri Sun juju juice or whatever the fuck it is. They're adults.
No, these are adults. They know better.
Yeah,
they're adults. They know better.
What's up?
But Juan, you do know that we always will be considered children and not adults, because, you know, they like to kind of
infantilize when they
infantilize us, even though most of us have been adults for many, many, many years. So it goes back to the saying of, if you want to, if you can't. Oh, God, I forget the phrase. But basically, stop treating me like a child. I am an adult. You tell me to act like an adult, and I am. So stop treating me like a child. That. I mean, again, our generation has been getting the brunt of that for a long time. And they keep forgetting, we are not little children who are throwing a tantrum.
Oh, you don't know.
We are grown-ass people
and you don't know
who want to
better.
make a difference.
You need to listen to your elders and go back to your class so that you can learn about how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and A squared and B squared equals C squared, not actual practical shit like our civic duties, like our actual.
They're mad because we are not part of their brainwashing.
Because we're not fucking listening to their horse shit because they failed us.
We are independent. We do our own research, and we don't just blindly follow the flock. And they don't like that.
No, exactly. And I wanted to bring up the good news that I gave Angel here, and that I'm gonna share with the rest of you guys. Part of it. I love how these assholes are trying to spin it over here on the on the Hill. It's saying here, and I'm gonna share the link in a moment. Give me the thing. There it is. Okay, the Hill's headline, which is what I'm pulling up front. And by the way, Ben Cruz is in the chat. Hey up, Ben Cruz. Thank you for joining us here. And Jeannie Rick, thank you. And thank you guys so much for staying with us despite our technical difficulties. Ben
we're still alive and we're still kicking. But
also, now graduation is coming up. I don't know if most of the students will walk because of the protest. Probably.
Okay. Yes. Let me tell you, if they stop these people from graduating, that's going to be a huge issue. So, are they saying that they're going to fail them because they literally paid all this money? Give the money fucking back.
That would be an ultimate dick move on the colleges and universities. When these students have busted their ass, putting in the hours to their studies, putting in their money to pay for all the for their courses. For goodness sake, just to be punished for if the universities decide to punish them like this, like that would be really fucked up.
I mean, honestly, couldn't they actually, if they do that, could they try and get can they sue? Because, they didn't fail.
Yeah, no, that sounds like grounds for legal action, for goodness sake.
Yeah. Because you either refund them for all the money they just spent for that year, or you give them their diploma.
Yeah.
You
No.
can't fail them because they did a protest.
Yeah, they participated in the protest.
Right.
Can't
Now,
do
want
anything.
to
Anymore.
Okay. No, sorry. Okay. Sorry, Dragonfang was trying to say something just now.
No, I finished.
Okay. It was just that we couldn't hear you. You're still too far from the computer.
Like, all this way. You have to. You have to.
I know. It's a pain. Sorry, Dragonfang. And Lorraine was saying, except the Ravens flock, we follow that. We appreciate it. Thank you, Lorraine.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, we're not a flock of sheep.
No, we're not. Oh yeah, no, they follow the Ravens flock, and we appreciate that.
we're not trying to tell
We're
you
not a
what to
flock
do.
of mindless sheep.
No, they follow us because of all the shiny things.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
Exactly.
They bring us the shiny things.
See,
right.
and
Now, Juan,
Lorraine
you have some shred of good news to share with us.
I was
in
trying to
regards
share that, yes. And before I go in, Lorraine was saying, I think Ben means not having the ceremony. They're afraid for other people's safety. There should be 2 ceremonies then. Probably, I don't know. That's going to be, that's not my circus, not my monkeys. Let the assholes who are trying to flunk these students and expel them or whatever, let them deal with the consequences if they decide to cancel the graduations or keep the students from being able to walk if that's what they want to try to do. So the Hill article here by Nick Robertson, which was yesterday, and yeah, this is good news. Brown University agrees to hold Israel divestment vote after pressure from student protesters. So this is exactly what I told Angel. So yeah, this is happening. Brown University's corporate board will vote on a proposal to divest from Israeli interests, the university announced on Tuesday, a major victory for student protesters who have taken over dozens of college campuses nationwide. Protesters at Brown will tear down their encampment at the center of the campus and cease demonstrations through the end of the school year as part of an agreement reached Tuesday, University President Christina Paxson said. The devastation and loss of life in the Middle East has prompted many to call for meaningful change, while also raising real issues about how to best accomplish this, Paxson wrote in a statement. Brown has always prided itself on resolving differences through dialogue, debate, and listening to each other. I cannot condone the encampment, which was in violation of university policies, she continued. Also, I have been concerned about the escalation of inflammatory rhetoric that we have seen recently and the increase in tensions at campuses across the country. I appreciate the sincere efforts on the part of our students to take steps to prevent further escalation. So she's saying, like, okay, I'm glad that our students were able to keep their shit chill, and we're worried that other people are being assholes, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna agree to fucking we're gonna agree to have this shit going on, and we're gonna agree to a vote to actually have this completely to see whether or not we'll divest or not. So yay, good news, right?
That is good news. Yes, that is a trend in the right direction.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get other universities to follow suit before shit gets even crazier, like we saw in UCLA there, because that's where the actual agitators, the actual counter-protesters who came in violently went in and started trying to cause or causing the most trouble, and that's what
it's a concentrated effort to paint a fucking bad picture to the protesters.
Like, I even found a fucking clip from someone, I don't remember which university it was, but it was this grown-ass lady who was counter-protesting with a big Israeli flag, like she was holding up like she's freaking Rocky winning against Apollo Creed or whatever, holding it aloft behind her, and she's saying, yeah, like go ahead and go to Gaza. I hope they rape you there. I hope they rape you. Go join Hamas. Like, fucking
oh my god,
that is going too far.
Way too far. Like,
it's disgusting. And
it is.
Like I was trying to say, like, I love how these guys are, how some of these assholes are painting this, like, the rhetoric for all this. Let me just show you, for example. Where is it? and this is just in my search for this. Just to give you an example, like I said, The Hill, Brown University agrees to hold Israel divestment vote after pressure from students, right? That's from student protesters. That's the headline they have. New York Times, Brown University students and officials make deal to dismantle encampment, right? Fox News, Brown U caves to anti-Israel protesters, agrees to deal on divestment in exchange for encampment closure. As the anti-Israel. Yeah, no, it's not anti-Israel, it's pro-Palestinian life, assholes. And pro-ending genocide. Like, there's even the Times of Israel, which says Brown becomes first U.S. university to consider divesting from Israel. Even the Israel Times is over here fucking saying that it's, saying it in a little bit more of a neutral way. Can't fucking get away from the slant, can these guys? Assholes over at Fox, but that's a different issue, neither here nor there. Like, that's one bit of good news, and like I mentioned here, there was another bit of good news from let's see here, the United Auto Workers. That's another Hills article that was from today. United Auto Workers, UAW chief slams mass arrests and pro-Palestinian protesters on college campuses. So yeah, like, you remember how last year we had the SAG-AFTRA strikes, and we had the strikes from the Screen Actors
Guild, other businesses,
the Writers Guild.
Yes,
the United Auto Workers joined in as well. You guys remember?
I remember. Right? I remember.
Now you got the fucking United Auto Workers backing up these students over here. Let me share that article link too, because that's fucking badass. And while I'm at it, Emily Morse, who's watching and lurking in the chat, hey up Emily, has been an interflocker for 16 months.
All right, we appreciate you. We appreciate you in our community. Thank you.
Your continuing support never ceases to amaze. Emily's saying, hey guys, it's been a while, but I'm always here. Thank you for that. It really does mean a lot to us. Yeah, United Auto Workers President Sean Fain lambasted the mass arrests of pro-Palestinian protesters on college campuses across the country while emphasizing the union's call for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. Quote, the UAW will never support the mass arrest or intimidation of those exercising their right to protest, strike, or speak out against injustice, Fain wrote Wednesday on the social platform Twitter. Our union has been calling for a ceasefire for 6 months. This war is wrong, and this response against students and academic workers, many of them UAW members, is wrong. And so it continues from there. So yeah, fucking good news. You've got the backing of the UAW. So here's hoping that goes a little more in favor of helping bring meaningful change. Shit.
This is good news. Like, it's trend. Like, the protests are trending in the right direction. Like, obviously there are consequences that came from it through no fault of their own, of course, because, you know, like you said, we have fucking like outside people trying to ruin the protests, fucking agitators and shit.
Exactly. Just
and of course twisting the message, twisting the narrative.
Right. So, right, exactly. I'm over here double checking the rest of my shit. Emily Morse is saying, I live near Brown University and drove by the other day and saw the campus full of tents and have been getting alerts of negotiations with the protesters, etc. So yeah, like, it's been going nuts over here, guys. And like, so Emily Morse, I just hope that you're staying careful over here. Yeah, Israel. Diplomatic, yeah. So, Colombia, there we go. Yeah. These are all coming from the Hill. I'm actually glad that this is fucking helping out. Well, but this one, I'll just to have a more diverse fucking news source over here from Reuters. Yeah, Colombia to break diplomatic relations with Israel, President Petro says. And this was, you know, today, May 1st. In Bogota, Colombian President Gustavo Petro said on Wednesday he will break diplomatic relations with Israel over its actions in Gaza. Petro has already heavily criticized Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and requested to join South Africa's case, accusing Israel of genocide at the International Court of Justice. Quote, "Here in front of you, the government of change of the President of the Republic announces that tomorrow we will break diplomatic relations with the State of Israel for having a government, for having a president who is genocidal." Petro told cheering crowds in Bogota who marched on to mark International Workers' Day and back Petro's social and economic reforms. Countries cannot be passive in the face of events in Gaza, he added. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz accused Petro of being, quote, anti-Semitic and full of hate. You see this shit? That's what they fucking fall back on. Anti-Semitic and full of hatred. Motherfuckers. He says Petro's move was a reward to the armed group Hamas, which on October 7th led a dedicated attack on Israeli military bases and communities. Bolivia broke with relations with Israel at the end of October last year, while several countries in Latin America, including Colombia, Chile, and Honduras, have recalled their ambassadors. Yeah, so shit. This is serious business over here. Yeah, and Lorraine, you're right. Bullies shouldn't play the victim. Oh, you're being anti-Semitic against us because, like, how dare you hate on us for being Jewish while we're exercising our Jewish right? Oh, don't pay any attention to the fact that we're murdering 34,000 people, the majority of which being women and children, because that's...
Innocence.
Because they're all Hamas. Because all these people are Hamas. And I guess Colombia's now Hamas now because you're being so anti-Semitic and you're being so hateful. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Unbelievable. But you see, that's the fucking rhetoric these guys fall back on, and I hate that people in our country fall for it so easily. And they don't use their eyeballs and see what's happening right in front of them and look at these things objectively. Let's take out let's take out the different denominations of faith involved in this for a minute and actually see this for what it is. One military power against another military power. The other military power is entrenched in with civilians, but is extremely under-supported on multiple levels and outclassed by the larger military power. That and the civilians inside that population do not want these guys there. But they are powerless to stop them because these people are already being treated like cattle, like garbage, like trash from the larger military power. And
yes.
Cue the Israeli attack over here, and before you know it, 34,000 civilians, 34,000 people are dead. Maybe a couple hundred might be Hamas, if you want to be generous. And and the Israeli government is continuing on with this fucking pylon, and they're saying anyone who doesn't, you're opposing us because of our faith. Because of our religious belief. Like, no, we're not assholes. We're opposing because you're murdering people left, right, and center indiscriminately.
Once again, the narrative is being twisted. And to address what you said earlier, like on how people are easily buying into this, like the stupid propaganda, like they don't want to be educated. How do I put this? This is exactly population control being demonstrated.
That's not what population control is, Jose.
Sorry. My bad. Wrong term.
Ethnic cleansing.
Ethnic cleansing is the term you're looking for.
Ethnic cleansing is what I was
genocide.
looking for.
Jose?
Thank you. I'm still here.
Oh no, I was letting you finish saying.
No. I'm good. I'm good, man. Go on.
Fine. Okay. Ladies, your thoughts, please. I can't hear you.
Oh no, I'm taking a pause, trying to get my words because
Okay.
Like we've never participated in any protests, but that's also because usually we couldn't really, drive to get to the protests and everything. But the fact that so many people have been twisting the narratives and saying that just because we're protesting against actual genocide and ethnic cleansing, that we are being anti-Semitic. Like, that, as much as we say that is not true, these people are so close-minded and have their heads so far up their own asses that they will never see anything other than their own view.
Yeah. No. They would rather be angry and follow what's easy rather than keep an open mind and understand what's actually happening.
Yes. And no matter how much we try and argue against them, it's never going to work.
It's basically you're wrong, I'm right.
It's basically you're wrong, you're wrong, I'm right. So that's the end of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting yellow microphone. I'm sorry, but this is getting nuts. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry.
It's basically you're wrong, I'm right, and fuck what you have to say.
Yeah, and it's like one side of this conflict is overwhelmingly on an exponential level way more powerful than the other. And the fact that it's gone into such a horrible degree just goes to show how little, how are we continuing as a people, as a nation, to freaking condone this shit, to discuss this shit. It's a fucking disaster, and it's shameful, and I would say it's disappointing, but at this point, it very little disappoints my ass because I'm fucking
and I like to point out how different it is seeing Russia completely decimate Ukraine, and we're all for stopping that. But when it comes to the same thing that happened where Israel pretty much invaded and is now completely decimated Gaza and is still going after civilians, and it seems like people don't care about that. I mean, it's not exactly the same scenario, but it's still one side literally destroying
the other. Yeah.
It's like you can't just pick and choose, we're for these people, but we really don't care about these people because they're all bad. I also do want to say
Yeah, no, I was just going to piggyback off what you said. It's never about taking a side, but it's easy. But people who want to spread bullshit, it's easy to twist that message.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I will say that I hope that I hope that all the peaceful protesters do stay safe, even while people are trying to literally arrest them and beat them up and try to attack them and assault them and fire freaking fireworks at them. I hope that they all stay safe and that we, through them, can still get this message out that this is wrong. The purse strings need to be cut. We need to start making a difference before all the Palestinians that are currently over there are completely wiped out.
Before it's too late.
Yep.
Shit, in a way it already is too late. But at this
there is going to be no Gaza there.
Oh no, there will be once these asshole wealthy investors decide to.
Oh no, I meant like the culture that was in there. There is no Gaza. There will be new Gaza, but not.
It's like
the culture that was there and was thriving.
At the very least, surviving. Not even thriving. It was just the folks trying to survive under Israeli occupational rule there.
Mhm.
Like it used to be so much simpler, but no, not anymore. The shit's gone out the window. So
Humans gotta be humans.
Yeah.
We gotta fight.
no, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare, and I can't believe that it's gotten this bad. But at the same time, I want to hope that with this bit of good news, like I said, the nation of Colombia is breaking ties with Israel. Brown University is going ahead and having their vote. These votes are these protests are working. It is difficult. People are getting hurt without there being any need, but it's working. And this is the part of the process where, unfortunately, whoever's still protesting there are going to have to dig in and hunker down, because it's only going to get more intense until the people in power listen. And I know this isn't the kind of like crazy shit that we're used to, but like I said, we got to cover these kind of things because this is a world event news, and it's kind of unavoidable. Thankfully, we can avoid watching the Sausage Party animated series fucking thing.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that shit. No, thank you.
Ugh,
Gross.
God Almighty.
No thanks. Seth
It'll be a
Rogen
cold day in
peaked.
hell before I watch
Seth
that.
Rogen peaked
Everyone
in the
needs
interview.
to pass around. Everyone needs to pass around eye bleach and mind bleach.
No, we won't have to because we're not going to watch it.
No, for the people that do watch it.
Oh well, then
They need a healthy serving of eye bleach and mind bleach.
Yeah, brain bleach. Apply directly to the cortex. Yeah.
Oh my God, can you just imagine that?
Just squeezing it like toothpaste on your cortex.
Now,
And
actually,
just massaging it in.
yeah, like massage it in the back of your
Yep.
of the base of your skull, right there, right? That'd be funny. Or no, just grab it like a like a turkey flavor injector, like syringe. Just jam it all in there.
Oh my God.
Right. Since we're past midnight over here, and we had all these fucking hiccups, I think we should go ahead and call it for now. Ladies, Zayanna, Dragonfang, your thoughts, final words. Go ahead.
I said everything.
Those are our final words.
All right, and I'm actually looking right now. By the way, girls, I'm looking up a freaking microphone for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna freaking deliver it over here. And when you get here Saturday, take it home with you and just and use that microphone moving forward because it's gonna be. Because I'm sorry, like I want to be able to hear you both well enough, and it hurts my soul.
Yeah, laptop microphones are crappy.
No kidding.
It's like you have to be like right on top of it and go.
Yeah.
The microphone.
Yeah, no, I know the struggle. Ugh.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to send it to y'all in the group chat so you can see it. It's not like the most expensive thing on earth, but it'll be fucking better than the laptop.
It works. It works for what we need it for.
Exactly. All right. And Jose, let me go ahead and let you get your final words, your final thoughts, and then let us know what we can expect on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind.
All right. My final thoughts is this. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that the university students are protesting. I'm thankful that, that things are trending upward on their front, and they should keep that momentum going. Unfortunately, it came with unfortunate consequences from the idiots who were trying to sabotage these protests. And you know what? I'm going to be that guy because I'm pretty sure we have a couple of sympathizers for these idiots who are probably lurking right now watching our channel. And I hope, and if you're watching, and if you support those idiots, I hope you feel bad about it, and I hope your car burns into a fire. Yes, I'm going to be that asshole.
All right, well,
But,
that's of course, you're allowed to say that.
yeah, and like, this is not about taking a side. This is not about siding with what country. All right, man. Like, people are fucking dying. People are fucking dying. There's fucking ethnic cleansing. Like, but goddamn, man. It's. I'm frustrated, but at the same time, like, I'm frustrated, but at the same time, I'm also happy that some effort is being done, that the protests are being made, and that's good. That's really good. And if there's any way for us to be active in some capacity for that community, like if there's some sort of like donation or something like that, I'm definitely gonna put my hat I'm definitely gonna throw my hat into the mix.
All right. If there's a way for you to do it, I'm glad that you're taking that stand, Jose. Okay, we appreciate it here, Joe. So what can we expect tomorrow night on Wrestle Rewind here, Joe?
For tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Rouse, will review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Tomorrow night, we're going to be reviewing Night 2 of NXT Spring Breakin'. And we're also going to be reviewing the Go Home show of TNA Impact before their upcoming pay-per-view event, which is TNA Under Siege, which is this Friday night on May 3rd. Yeah, I know these pay-per-views are coming so freaking quickly. Ugh.
No, I get you, Jose. I do like that you did pick out like the top ladies over here for the thumbnail. You've got Lola Vice over for NXT. You have Serena Deeb, she's a legendary badass, and of course Jordan Grace for TNA. So. Like,
well, of course, support women's wrestling. And on that subject, folks, ladies and gentlemen, nerds watching all over the internet, I hope that you join us this Saturday, or the early Saturday, because along with our programs of Los Amigos Play and, of course, the main show, The Ravens Flock, we proudly invite you all to join us on the WWE's Backlash France Wrestling Watch Party. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. You'll join me, Juan Rouse, and Angel Mendez. It's going to be a live reaction watch party, similar to what we did for WrestleMania. You get to watch us react to all the matches and everything and everything else that's happening during the pay-per-view event. We'll be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern this Saturday on May the 4th.
Appreciate it, Jose. Thank you very much for that. And we'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for helping me out. Here's the freaking thumbnail. I was trying to catch it, but the computer was being silly again. Facebook's being weird with their new, what do you call it? With how they do their end-to-end encryption. Here, this is what was showing. Yay, there we go. Backlash in France. You've got Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Yay. So that'll be fun, and we shall have some French treats along with this great watch party. So that'll be funny.
Yes. I'll find some French desserts somewhere. I will not give up.
Some crepes Suzette or something. I don't know. All right, folks. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us over here. I'm gonna give my final thoughts now. And basically, yeah. This for anyone who's watching, for anyone who even gives a damn what a couple of a-holes on the internet think, we've got your back. We're supporting you. We want you guys to be able to succeed. We hope you stay safe. Do not antagonize the police. Do not give them a reason to try and attack you. If they go after you, protect yourselves with however you can, non-violently. Don't let anyone get harmed by the police or, shot or injured or anything stupid like that, because those guys are looking for an excuse to draw blood. And God help anyone who tries to deal with like counter protesters over here, like what was happening in UCLA, because that shit was unconscionable. It was unfucking acceptable. And I'm fucking ashamed and embarrassed that these motherfuckers are getting away with it as hard as they are, only because the police are like letting it happen. And it's fucking disgusting, but there's only so much I could say or do about that. That being said, I believe that the conflict in Gaza should end. I believe that the people there deserve to live in peace. I believe that they deserve a chance to be treated like fucking human beings. And as for the record, I do not in under any way, shape, or form support Hamas in any capacity, nor does anyone in the Ravens flock now or ever will support Hamas, because Hamas are actually assholes. The people of Gaza, the people of Palestine, aren't all assholes. They're not all terrorists. They're not all fucking Hamas operatives. They're there to try to live their fucking life. And if you can't see that, if you can't tell the difference, then you've got a fucking problem. And if all you're going to do is equate any type of call for a ceasefire, a call for an end to hostilities as just being anti-Semitic, then fuck you. That's the narrow lens you want to view life through. That's the soup you want to swim in. Go right a fucking head. Unfortunately for us, we live in the real world here at the Ravens flock, and we kind of deal with people and with the facts as they are. You know, and it doesn't have to do with religion. This doesn't have to do with faith. It has to do with right and wrong. And over here at the Ravens flock, we try to do what's right whenever we can. And you better believe whenever we have any new developments in the story, you'll hear from us as we report about it and other stories in the world and the darker side of nerd and pop culture right here on the uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/RavensFlock. Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember hit the subscribe button and ring this tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Angel Mendez, Jose Casabona, Xander Rose Cosplay, and Dragon Fang Cosplay, I'm Juan Arouse. This has been the Black Files, and now we're done. We are out. See you tomorrow.